Hello, it's Nienke here from Nienks.com, and I'm going to share with you my first alternative or case actually from the Best There Is May 2024 paper pumpkin kit. So my thought was this is my favorite. This one right here was my favorite of the three we made, and I think the reason was that background piece of DSP I really liked. So I wanted to recreate that card. I did the three as was shown in the kit, but then I wanted to do the same sort of thing, but now I needed that piece of paper, right? So then I thought, well, let's get the Country Woods 12 by 12 designer series paper, because that coordinates perfectly with this kit, right? Let me show you the papers. I'll just grab them out one by one. So this is the first one, and you can see that here is a card base of the actual kit. Looks like this, and that is the paper. So it's exactly the same thing. So I went through the pack. I'll just show you all of the papers quickly. Let me grab out one of each. So there's this one, which also, again, let me grab the kit piece. Oh, where is it? Somewhere. There's a piece of the kit, right? Exactly the same thing. So that's nice if we want to recreate all of that. And then we have this one, which is the envelopes. The same design as the envelopes. So you can see that it's exactly the same. Pieces of paper. And then here is another one. How many do we have? Quite a few. And isn't this beautiful? I love this pack of paper. I think it will be either almost back in stock or okay. So this is one of the sides, and now let's look at the other side. So I was looking for all of these are beautiful. There's that one. Here's the other side of this one, which is beautiful too. Making a lot of fun things with this. Here is that nice petal pink color. That's going to be fun. This is the background with pool party. Beautiful too. If you hear rain, thunder, lightning, we have rain, thunder, and lightning right here happening. Oh, I love this. Okay, and then coming to the last one, we have this one. So this is what I thought of when I wanted to recreate that. But then I realized these are way bigger than I thought. I thought it was more like this. Do you see the difference in this is like 1/2 inch size, and this is like more to 3/4 of an inch. There's like 1/2 inch piece there. So this felt like, even though it's the right colors, but this one has the pink added, it felt like it was too big for that design. You can definitely still do it, but I liked this effect. So then I thought, okay, so my paper, which I thought would be a quick answer, will not work. So what are we going to do? So let me show you what I came up with. First, I used the Thanks and Beyond dies, and I just cut up the envelope. Here's one envelope cut up, and I just cut out a piece of that instead of the circle that they use to stamp. I do have a circle, but I thought let's use the die that we have that coordinates. So there is that, and then I'm going to use this piece that I cut off and just mount it on a crumb cake card base. We will do that as we go along, and then I'll show you how we're going to recreate that favorite strip of mine using scrap pieces. So who doesn't have all of these 1/2 inch scrap pieces laying around, right? So we're going to use the scrap pieces and pretty them up a little bit to make that beautiful paper we want. So I'm going to just start quickly with let's start with the strips so that they can dry. We do want them to dry, otherwise they may mess up our fingers a little bit. So I did 2 different things. You can see, let's grab one of these. I have this. These is Pool Party and Crumb Cake, which I did with the white craft ink. There's a Pool Party and a Crumb Cake that I did with Pool Party and Crumb Cake ink. So let me show you. And the way I did these, here is my crumb cake. And I grab this, put one corner in the crumb cake and the other, oh, and the key to success here is you want a square edge, okay? When we're going to go to adhering this, we want that to be a square edge. So that's usually what we get. I'm using like an angle here, then you get these sort of effects. Now, where is my silicone mat? I'm going to let this dry just for a minute on my silicone mat and not touch that side. I think we did this in the actual in the set there was that little blue stick, and that's where I got the idea from. While that's drying a little bit, I'm quickly going to take my white and show you, because the white also takes a little bit longer to dry. I'm going to grab a crumb cake and a pool party and do it in white. Again, you do exactly the same thing. Add some. Now with the white, I'm just adding a little bit more, just running my finger across the back so that you can get a little bit more white ink on there. And we're going to do the other side now. Let that side dry a little bit. Let's do another pool party one. Do one edge, run that through, put it down just at an angle. Look at that beautiful texture you get. I don't want my fingers white, so I'm just going to put that part in. And it really doesn't matter how it comes out. We just want this fun effect. Okay, I think the crumb cake, let's just see, I do have light on my fingers. The crumb cake should be dry by now. The white's going to take a little bit longer, so I'm just going to go to the edge and just lightly run my finger along there like so. Let that dry. And while I give that white a little bit more chance to dry, I'm going to show you how I did this other effect. Here is the gray granite, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Spot to do that. Hold onto my card base and just swipe like that. So don't put it down and swipe, then you're going to get a much more solid line. So just do that, and then I'm just going to give that, yeah, let's give it a couple of seconds and then turn it around and do the other side. I think this one should be dry enough, maybe not. We'll see. Let's do that side and that side. That's good. And the pool party. So this is how you will go about doing all of your strips. Like so. A little bit more here and a little bit more in that corner right there. There we go. Let that dry. I think we're done with this. Do the other side of our gray granite. Now the colors I have here is Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, Crumb Cake, Gray Granite, and Basic Gray. Oh, this is Misty Moonlight. This is Basic Gray. So just run your, there we go. And that is that. Give this one just a minute to dry. These are all dry already. Then, while we're stamping, let's just stamp this as well. Going to stamp this in Misty Moonlight. Where's my treats? Here they are. Pick them up nice. And get them right there. Now, because the envelope is a little bit flimsy, I'm going to just use some more scraps of the white paper that we also have tons of, right? And just reinforce the back as soon as that's dried a little bit. And then I have a piece of white scrap right here that I want to stamp Happy Father's Day to you. Oh, I should have left this open. Ink this up and put that right there. There we go. Close this and wipe the two stamps if I can find my chamois. Here we go. Done with that one. Done with this one. And I want to grab my trimmer and just trim this real quick. Let's see. Right about there. There we go. And then I have my this bunch. Can't remember what it is, what that's called, and I'm just going to put this in here to give it that nice banner edge. Line it up there, get it sort of straight and in the middle. There we go. And the other side. Hope I don't have ink on my fingers. Sort of straight right there. There we go. So there is our stamped images done. And like I said, I'm quickly going to reinforce the back of this with just some scrap pieces of white cardstock before we put together that nice panel. As here, I'm just using these edges that I've already, or the angles. Put that there, and then have another one for right in the middle. There we go. So lots of uses for these scrap pieces. I just keep on having more and more and more. So I'm very excited about what I figured out here. And I'm going to do way more of these panel cards in the near future. Tried out different color combinations and things. Okay, so we have that done. And this ready. Let's get that out of the way. And this should now be definitely dry. Let's scooch the white up a little bit more. With the white craft ink just takes a little bit longer. Now I have a 5.5 by 4 1/4, so it's exactly a card front size. This is just scrap paper. I think it's one of my kids' old sprints that they practice on. And I'm just going to use that to glue onto. You can use cardstock if you want. This is very thick cardstock, so to have a double layer of that, I didn't see the need. If you want to do that, you can definitely just use normal basic white or any color you have for that matter. Okay, the important thing now is to get the middle. You want to draw a line in the middle. Otherwise, we're not going to get that nice angle pattern. So let's get this right in the middle. Is that it there? There we go. And then just draw a line in the middle. Let me just check if I have this right. Where's my, hold on. Let's use our 0 ruler up there. That'll be easier to see. So it's going to be 2 and about 1/8. That's where the middle is. And I'm just lining it up with my grid paper. And sorry, I need a pencil. There we go. So there is the middle. It doesn't matter that there's a line now because it's going to be covered up. Scooch these out of the way. Now, the most important thing, I think, is to remember I said you need, don't use that side, use a square side right here. And you want to line up, let me quickly think. Start with a crumb cake and a misty moonlight. So what you want to do is you want to have this line where your one strip meets that strip to be straight. And you want the one corner of your bottom strip and this corner of this strip to be on your line all the way through so that you can get that nice angle. Okay. And the way I think most of the success here lies in lining up all of your squares properly, if that makes sense. So we're going to start with this. Let's hold the misty moonlight in place. And then I'm going to add glue right here. Well, I should have put I'm going to put my silicone mat underneath me right now. Okay, so I want to make sure that that point is right on my center line and this is lining up right there. Okay, that's in place. Let's grab my silicone mat here. I don't want glue everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to, this one is glued. Add some glue right here. And now again, we want to line this up, have no spaces there, line that up perfectly so that that point is right there. I hope that makes sense. Like this, and let's grab a crumb cake. Will this one be long enough? No. Let's do I have a white crumb cake somewhere? That one's not long enough. Let's try this one. There we go. Let's do that one right there. And now you're just going to keep on making sure that that point is right there and this is nice and snug and that this angle is straight there. Like that. Choose one of these. This one right here. Oh, I think what I forgot to show you is that not with the white ones, but with these ones that I just dipped in their own color. I used that little splatter image, and just stamped also like Pool Party and Pool Party, just stamp and stamp off all the way up and down. I wonder if you can see it there. Let me show you. So the little texture there and there, I just stamped that on there too while I was doing the sides. And oh, I need my glue. Hold on. This one, now we are going to go back to this side. Will this one work here? Yep. So keeping this angle there, keeping that flush there. Like that. And then the next one. Lining up this. Let's grab a white crumb cake. Will this one fit? Yes, it will. This is not crumb cake, I mean pool party. It sounds like the storm is feeling a little bit better. Oops, scooch up. It was a little bit off here, so I just wanted to scooch in, right snug up to that. There we go. What color are we going to put here? Let's do another Misty Moonlight. Oops. There we go. And this is going a little bit off my line, but that's fine. Let's do gray granite next. Let's see if this one will work. Gray granite right there. Line it up. Snuggle it up to that one. Then going back this way. Let's put a white. Let's put this white pool party in here. That way. Oh, said pool party, I meant crumb cake. That's crumb cake with white ink. Let's do crumb cake with, oh, this is the one I just stamped. I didn't put any little dottage on there. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, crumb cake. You can always do that later. Crumb cake, and what are we going to put here? I would like to do a pool party with white ink right here. Here we go. Let's do that. This one still feels a little bit sticky. If you have time, do your strips, especially your white craft ink strips, the white day before. That way they will be not as sticky. That one really wants some more time to dry. There we go. And then let's put another Misty Moonlight. So I'm just looking at the colors, what I haven't done yet, or what colors isn't next, so that I don't have the same color next to each other. And then the crumb cake with the crumb cake and crumb cake with white looks very much different. Same with the pool party. So those can be together or next to each other. You can see them right there. Looks way different. What else do we have? Let's do, will this one work? No, that's too big. Oh, we want to do that one first. Let's do a dark one. We haven't done another basic gray. Basic gray up here. Line that up, line that up. And then the pool party down here, like so. And let's do a crumb cake up here maybe. Or will this one fit? No, that's too small. Let's use this one. That one. Now you don't need to let this one come all the way. We're just going to cut that piece off. So I'm just filling in the white right there. And then it gives me a longer piece that I can use again. Right there. Let's see if this one will fit down here. Yes. There we go. That one fits right there. And let's see what small little pieces we have. I have a crumb cake. Will this crumb cake fit here? Yeah. That one will work there. And I think I have piece of this. That was shorter one. Which one is shorter? This one. This one is shorter. Let's put that right there. So that corner is done. And then what can we put here? What little pieces do we have? This one. That'll be nice right there. I have a teeny tiny little piece. Let's do, I have this very small little scrap. Is it with it? Oh well, it'll look not perfectly right if you don't put that there. There we go. So these corners are done. Let's do this one. What will work? Let's do this pool party. It is right here. And what small little, we have this little gray one to go right there. And that, it can just go like, it's such a little strip, it doesn't matter. There we go. It's like completing a little jigsaw. And then what we're going to do is flip it over and I'll show you. Okay, so now you're just going to cut off those pieces. You can do your trimmer. I'm going to let this one just dry for a minute and I will show you what it looks like when we've cut it off. Okay, here we go. So I let this dry just for a couple of hours to, I didn't want my, not that I put any glue on the sides, but just for in case I don't really want my trimmer gummy. So I just took my trimmer and cut on the white square and there you go. That is the piece of DSP that we made with all of our scraps. There we go. So let's finish our card. I'm going to grab this card base that was from the base there is, make it. Oh, here's the other thing. I made this the whole size of the card front. Now I'm going to cut out the piece that I want from the inside because that means I have this beautiful frame on the outside to still do something else with. So let's quickly do that. What size do I want? Okay, where's my trimmer? Here it is. So 4.5 by 3.25 is what we want. And I think I've shown you this before. We want 4.5. So that will be exactly 1/2 inch. So we're going to leave 1/2 inch. Again, go up there. Go down to 4.25, so it will be right there to 4. To what? 3.75. 3.75. Place it on 1/2 inch. Here, put your blade at 1/2 inch. Go down to 5. It's around 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch right there. Woo, it slid. Hold on. Yeah. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch all the way down to 3.75. Flip around. Place it at 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. Go down to 5. Okay. I have a wee little tiny corner right there that popped out. We can fix that in a little minute. Come on. That one isn't totally loose. Let me grab my snips. It's like half come on. You want to oh, I think it's a piece of nice glue stuck right there. There we go. There it is. So now we have this beautiful frame that we can do something with. Isn't that nice? And we have a piece that is right there. And this is the tiniest little piece. Where is my pick your pick tool? I don't even think you can see that thing. Go back where you need to be. Thank you. Stay. There we go. It's back in its place. There we go. Okay. Now, let's continue. I have my card base of crumb cake, and we're going to add this card front. You don't even need that, but I'm going to use the kit. You can just do that as well. It'll be fine. Oh, and we can also cut out that piece, right, to use in, let's do that. So we want a little bit more than 1/2 inch. I'll do that and be right back. Okay, so instead, I thought I'll just show you. So instead of leaving, like putting it at 1/2 inch, I put it at 3/4 inch and then started at 3/4 inch and then only went up to like take off 3/4, so 4 3/4 right here. And then with this one, you'll start at 3/4 and only go to 3.5. Okay, I hope that makes sense. You just leave 3/4 inch all the way around. So now we have a frame, and this is now another piece we can do something with. I know I will use these pieces. If you don't have any ideas of what to do with them and you want to leave that piece in, you're more than welcome to do that. I hope I'll have time to share everything that I make. I don't always have it. We have a lot of stuff happening, and time is valuable. And now we're just going to add this to the front panel like that. This one here and this one here. And we're going to put this one straight on there. Isn't that so pretty? It's our scrap paper. No one will ever know that that is there. It's going to be right there, like so. And then I'm going to cut a piece of this. I think, what is this? The wavy trim. I love this stuff. Not sure if it is still, hold on, how long do we want this? A little bit more than what? About there, what is that? A little bit more than 5 inches. I don't cut on the knot, like on this little, I don't cut on this piece, I cut in between those. And let's grab some glue dots. And these I like to put on those. There we go. Don't stick to my nail. Let's do 4. 1, 2. Just to make sure it stays. 1, 2, 3. And one more right there on the edge. Ooh. There you go. And then we're going to do about what? 3/4 inch from the bottom. Yep. That one there. That side there. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And where is our stamped images? We're going to add. If you hear the girls, they're excited. We only have a couple of days left of school. Is this the bottom? Yeah. There is one here, one here, and one here. I don't mind that piece because it's going to be over the ribbon anyway. Well, trim right there. I absolutely love the fact that I can make more of this. There. This is so pretty. And then let's put this right there. Dimensional here and dimensional here. I always put my fingers where I know I don't want dimensionals. Then I don't accidentally forget. Put it there. There we go. And we're going to put that one right there. Is that sort of straight? That's sort of straight. And that is it. So, isn't that fun? I totally love that I can make as many of these as I want. So if you made it to the end of the video, I would love for you to like and subscribe. And I will be back with some more videos soon. Bye-bye.